Today, KTM announced the long-anticipated update to their 790 Adventure bikes in the form of a larger capacity 890 Adventure R and the more off-road biased 890 Adventure R Rally. So in this video, we're going to look over the specs of the new bikes and see how they improve on the outgoing models and whether it's worth the upgrade. But before we get started, if you're new here and you want to see more of the latest motorcycle news, including all the new bike releases for 2021 right here on YouTube, then please do remember to hit subscribe. Firstly, a quick reminder of the specs of the 790 Adventure to refresh your memory. Its 799cc parallel twin engine puts out a respectable peak of 95 horsepower and 88 Nm of torque, but with a dry weight of 189 kilograms for the R model, which is lighter than many other middleweight adventure bikes, it'll feel pretty sharp. It'll also carry that weight low with an innovative tank design that runs down either side of the bike. Fully adjustable suspension comes from their in-house brand WP and has 270mm of travel front and rear, contributing to a lofty seat height of 880mm. Brakes are KTM branded with a pair of 4-pot radially mounted calipers on 320mm discs at the front and a 2-pot on 260mm at the rear. It uses a 21-inch front wheel and 18-inch rear for genuine off-road ability, with Metzeler's Karoo 3 Adventure tyres on hand for on and off-road work. In terms of tech, there's cornering ABS and lean-sensitive traction control, an off-road ABS setting that lets the rear slide, a bunch of riding modes including a rally mode, a TFT dash with phone connectivity, and LED lighting to name but a few. But the long and short of this bike is that KTM built what is widely regarded as the best middleweight adventure bike for off-road riding, and so can the 890 improve upon this winning formula. The major change from the 790 is that the 890 Adventure R inherits the same engine update as the 890 Duke R, albeit with a mid-range specific tune. 90 extra cc's of capacity translate to 105 horsepower peak and 100 Nm of torque, which is a 10 horsepower and 12 Nm improvement. That does, however, make it too powerful for the A2 market, so perhaps the 790 will remain in the lineup to serve those riders. As well as a boost in power, it's also now compliant with the Euro 5 emissions regulations that will come into place in the UK at the beginning of 2021. They've also added 20% more rotating mass to the crankshaft, which gives it a bit more momentum, leading to what KTM call a more stable and consistent output, especially noticeable in the lower revs. In reworking the engine, they've also brought in new pistons, new balancers, new conrods, new valve springs, and a revised clutch and gearbox for better shifting. I recently borrowed the 890 Duke R from KTM for a week, and it was an absolute blast to ride. The engine is super lively and keeps you grinning from ear to ear, so I'll look forward to finding out how it translates to the Adventure platform when it hits dealers at the end of this year. There are some chassis upgrades as well, with a lighter aluminium steering head tube and a lighter subframe too, although in total the bike has put on 7 kilograms versus the 790 Adventure R. KTM also say that the settings of the WP Explore suspension have been revised and the brakes have been reworked front and rear as well. In terms of electronics, both the ABS software and the traction control algorithm have been improved for 2021, and cruise control now comes as standard. The 890 Adventure R Rally takes all of those improvements and adds a bunch of extras to take it to the next level, much the same as the 790 Rally. Suspension is upgraded versus the standard Adventure R, and it gets an Akropovich exhaust which is 35% lighter than the stock end can. There's a straight racing seat which boosts the seat height to 910mm. There are narrow wheel rims which are more suited to off-roading, rally foot pegs, carbon tank protectors, and a racing colour scheme with clear screen winglets. Rally mode comes as standard on the 890 Adventure R Rally, which allows for 9 levels of wheel slip control, and a revised quick shifter also comes as standard. All in all, that's a nice suite of improvements across the bike, but the engine is the most significant with the 10 horsepower boost. Both bikes can be pre-ordered already, with them due to arrive in dealers from November 2020, but you'll have to be quick to bag a Rally model as it's a limited edition with just 700 units available worldwide. Personally, I'm looking forward to more launches from KTM over the next couple of months, with plans for a new RC390 leaked, spy shots circulating for an updated 1290 Super Adventure and Super Duke GT, and the Husqvarna Norden 901 confirmed for release ahead of the 2021 model year. But let me know which one you're looking forward to most in the comments below, and if you're new here and you want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe and I'll catch you next time.